Alright, TK1636, we're doing the Shore Trooper again. This is TK.
35953.
So far, let me see that, the arms, the biceps and forearms. So far, I've put together completely the biceps and the forearms. I put 2 strips on because I didn't like how wide they are. And actually, they're a little small for me. I still can trim a little bit on the inside to make it fit a little bit better. I can also heat it up and make it oval more. But if Andrew here is to put it on, it actually fits him pretty easy. But he weighs a lot less than me. I think this is the one where it fits real hard. Let me see the other arm. So one of the arms, actually I think both of them, yeah. This one's just a little bit tight. This one is actually not too bad. Let's try that one on. So I might have to pop this one loose and expand it just a tiny bit because I can get it on, but it's really, really tight. So I might just go ahead and try to adjust that one, but that one seems to fit just fine. So it fits me. Just a little bit of a snug fit. But at least I know if I put it on, and unlike the TK where the bicep and the forearm connect, this will sit down, but it's not going to really go anywhere. But I'm still kind of debating. What's actually, the armor's tan. I think one bicep's red, the other one's tan, and the forearm's tan. So if I try to put a piece of elastic in between the two to hold them up closer, you might be able to see it, but I'll see. Once we get to that point, I won't worry about it just right now. And then, you see the shoulder belts? I actually trimmed down the shoulder belts too. Let me see one bicep. So I trimmed it down so basically where they both fit in. And similar to how you would do it on the TK. Because everything is huge in this kit, so I trimmed it all down. I did one Stormtrooper for a female and I trimmed everything down, so I'm kind of used to that. I put on, I don't know, ab plate, whatever you would call that. I put that on. I was debating on how to do this, and I'm thinking that maybe there's a line right here that goes all the way around, and then there's the part right here where the belt, kind of like the FO Trooper, where the belt bolts onto or snaps onto here. So I think I'm going to line these two up. So it's going to be just a tiny bit difference up here. But when I put the chest on, the chest comes down a little bit and the back comes right up to here. So I think it should be okay. But what I'm probably going to do is just get 2 elastics, or 3, not elastic, but nylon, pieces of nylon to come across. So it'll open and close. On the TK, we drill the holes and we put what are those rivets called?
Split rivets.
Split rivets. But I'm not going to do that to this one. I'm just going to glue it on, and then I'll just leave it where. Go ahead and put it back on where you can see this. And the reason why is, let's say I do. Which one? Oh yeah, we did it for the. And actually, I'm not 100% sure. So for the clone, what we did is we put a piece of plastic here. We filled in the gap. We did it on both sides, and then in the very back, hold it together right there. We cut a strip right here, and then that's what opened. And the thermodet. What else back there? I guess the back and the thermodet and the belt kind of hides that strip, but you could probably see it just a tiny bit, like right here. So I'm not 100% sure if I want to do that for this one, so I'll probably just put it together like this and just leave the gap here and leave the gap on the other side. On Andrew, if I was to put it on him, we'd have to cut a lot of this off. On me, I don't have to cut anything off, and it actually fits just fine. And then for the chest, didn't do anything to the chest, just trimmed it all out, have it nice and done. The back, I went ahead and cut the little squares or rectangles, whatever you want to call them. I put this piece in on both sides, and then there's another separate piece that glues on, and I put those on. This one, I heated these up. And then I also put the neck, I don't know what you would call it, but I want to say one of the clones has this. I can't remember which one. Actually, I think it's for the helmet, because some people do the face-off helmet. So the part of the neck, the helmet goes around the neck, and you can't fit it over your head because it's a lot smaller. So you take the face off, so you put the helmet on, and then with magnets, the face snaps on. But this one, I just glued it on, so it fits on there pretty good. Hold that back. So this front part, I'm definitely gonna have to go ahead and hold this in right here too. So I'm gonna have to heat these up, back out or up and probably out on both sides, because they both want to tweak in, so that looks kind of dumb. So I'm probably going to heat these up, bend them out slightly, and bend them up. And then what I was thinking of is drilling a hole in the back of here and put a tiny magnet on both sides, and then in here glue like a piece of metal, so that when this comes on, it just kind of clips onto the metal and it stays on there. And then on the sides, I don't know, that is, oh yeah, what I was going to do is, I'll put probably just like the TK, and the TK it opens up, so one side is going to have an elastic strip here, and then it's also going to have the elastic strip going to the back. And then one side will open out. When you close it, then you snap it in up here. So somebody will snap it. Plus it's going to be the T part where the other strap goes down and the shoulder belt snaps to that. So I'm going to do that. But I think it would look better too with this magnet piece once it's moved in. So that way it stays somewhat on the front part of the chest. We'll see once I get there. This thing is extremely heavy also. So with these things, because they're solid resin, and with these in the back, this is totally like what, probably 5 times heavier easily.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know if it's gonna, hopefully if you put it on somebody and it'll sit like this on them, and it won't see how it's doing on my back where it wants to come down. I'm sorry, on my arm where it'll come down on your back. So hopefully once I bend these out and it'll sit on there, this doesn't want to droop down. But we'll see. That thing is extremely heavy. Okay, let me see the shim. So the shim, I don't really like this, but the best I could do. I went ahead, there's 2 of these, so I went ahead and cut one in half. I've already heated it up and glued it on. So if you look here, I probably need to heat up the end just a little bit more, but I'll at least start the glue and then I'll heat it up more, push it down and then glue it on. These I don't really need to heat up, they just kind of already form on their own. And then I went ahead and trimmed this out quite a bit. There was a lot, probably a good maybe 2 inches. I trimmed those out, and then we notched them, and then I put a whole bunch of plastic shims in the back so that it kind of sits out a little bit, so that it doesn't, it sits flush on these, so it looks a little bit more realistic. But it's still huge. Even though I did all that, it's still pretty big, so, plus it's heavy. And then this piece right here, I don't know. Somebody hits it, this might want to come off, so I'm still debating on maybe putting a screw or something through here and then screwing into here or something to hold this in, because I think after a little bit of trooping this, it's probably going to pop off. Maybe even these, I might even try to drill into here and screw in some small screws to go into here to hold these in. I don't really like how that is. So on this one, we basically put this one up next to the one that we had already done, so you can see the line. And then we just trimmed it out, filed it down. I already put in the pieces of the shims. Go ahead and show them. So once we put this one together, the two shims. Once we put the two shims together, we'll put some more shims right here and right where the other shims are, and it should fit on. So if I was to put it like that, it would be touching the sides. So go ahead and, oops, I got it upside down. Go ahead and try to put one of these on, and you'll see that it's probably not going to fit in there. It's too close. So all the shims kind of brings it out enough to where it fits in there. So with that being said, I don't know how other people are doing it, but I kind of don't like, I can fit my hand in here. So hopefully this doesn't come popping off. Something totally different for me because I'm not used to putting extra add-ons to the shins. And we do every once in a while have problems with sniper knee, especially on the sides. What I mean by it is this part right here, when you glue it on, it likes to pop off. Maybe one side will pop off. I've even seen somebody when they've trooped, and this piece right here will grab onto their thigh and then it'll pop off. So with that being the way it is, and then it's heavy, so I could see a lot of this stuff just accidentally popping off. And if it's a long troop like a parade or something, you're going to be missing pieces. Somebody in the crowd's going to see it, they're going to snag it, and you're going to be screwed. So I'm really debating on throwing some extra protection in there to keep these pieces from falling off. And we will show you real quick on how to put these on. It's the same as what we've been doing. Okay, so we'll start on one side. One thing I did forget to make is I have a bunch of extra plastic. I'm going to go ahead and trim some up. Okay, the phone shut off for some reason. So we're, okay, let go. So we got one side on. So now you can glue this. Ugh, fuck, I got glue everywhere. Now I'm gonna put this on there. So give me 1 second. Hold the end right here. Oh, shit. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now you can glue. Go ahead, glue. Okay, well done. Okay, push it in the middle. Let go of your left hand. Push them both. Push them both. Okay. All right, let go. All right. There you go. It's too wide. Should have trimmed it a little bit more. All right, just hold it right there. Let me trim one more. Totally spaced. Oh, this is a tough one here. I should have used this one earlier. Oh, that one crooked. The good thing about this is nobody is gonna see how crooked I just cut this. Ow. Well, nobody's gonna care. This thing is super crooked. Alright, so now, go ahead and wipe that real quick. Put your knees, come here, put your knees. No. Outside. Come in. There you go. Glue it? No. Oh shit, okay. Ready?
Ready.
got a huge glue mark on it. It's okay though, because nobody might not even see that, because this strip is gonna be in the way. Alright, you good? Watch, this is gonna be the one that breaks apart with this.
So not.
Let me bend this one. So now I already cut one. Let me see. It is a weird angle. There we go. I'm basically just using it to keep them both together. There you go. So what did that guy say when you took back the tool?
Nothing.
He didn't look at it like,
Oh, they looked at it.
still brand new. Oh, he actually opened it? Maybe he's gonna do that. Okay, so now, let's go ahead and, let's cut. Let us cut. Actually, I already cut it. Let us, glue 4 pieces.
How many stacks of shims do you have on there?
I'm gonna put two more. It'll be 3 altogether. Hopefully that should be enough. Excuse me. So go ahead and push down on those. Alright, so excuse me. Alright, is it dry? Usually without this stuff, is it dry? Let me see. Yeah, it's dry. Alright, so now I'm gonna put this on here. The bottom part's the one that kind of flares out. Plus, these are bigger. I'm gonna try to put one, let's hold this piece. Okay, let go my ego. Alright, so put that down, hold the armor. This sucks if I don't have that. Go down. Oh, shit. There we go. It glued on there instantaneous. So that's good. So now, hold that one, hold that right there. Put the glue. Lift it up just a little bit. Put the glue right here. Luckily, this time I have 2, or I should say there's 2 of us, so it makes it a lot easier to do this with 2. Alright, you can take the cover off. Okay. This time right here, I want you to hold it. Throw some glue right there. And throw some of that stuff. Throw some more glue on the edge.
Right here?
Yep. Okay. And then try to put some more on there. Like I said, I'll heat it up, after this is dry, and I'll fold those ends down more. Okay, perfect. So, I still have to hold these ends down and glue them down, but for now, it's in, so I'm just gonna heat it up here and here, fold them down, and then glue them down. So basically, it'll look like this. Actually, this side, I can probably do this side. This side, I don't think I'm gonna be able to. It's just, I think it'd probably be best, because there, see how it doesn't quite go down? I'm gonna definitely need to heat it up. But this side, we can mess with this side, so hold it right there. Hold on. Put that on the table. Put that on the table. This way. Okay. All right. Put that lid back on for me. I don't want to spill it by accident. Oi! Finger. Alright. So that's good enough. I'm going to be making it dirty anyways, and I'm going to be painting it more. Okay, now let's do it again so I can do the bottom one. Oh yeah, so this is the right one, this is the left one, so this one goes on this side. Okay, I'll do this one first. Put that one on. Okay, like that. Oh shit. Hold it like that. Okay. Alright, so grab the glue. I'm gonna move it, just follow me down. Go. See, we're gonna have to do more. Alright. Hold the armor. So I'm basically just pouring, ooh, it's going down. So I'm basically just pouring the quick dry onto the piece, and then rubbing it in. And that's pretty good. Alright, so one more. Hold it right there. Oh, this piece already? Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, go ahead. Okay, all the way down. Ready? Go. Okay, hold this, but shit, don't let it run too far. It's got an arrow back there. That's weird. I have no idea what that means. That's what it means up. This thing's all crooked. Go ahead and put it in there. Oh, it's too late. When this stuff dries, it does not mess around. So, it's a little crooked, but that stuff just instantaneously dries. Hold the tip. So it's just a tiny bit crooked. Oh, actually, hold it. Go down just a little bit. There you go. There we go. That's not too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Alright, so now, let's see, if they're low enough now, we're going to just glue. I think it's touching. So now, throw some glue here, throw some glue on the other one. Spread that around. Oh, shit, spread that one. Oh, that's too much. Hold it in.
Did you glue on that already?
Yeah. Okay, push it down for me. There you go. Okay. Alright, so other than, this one didn't go. I think I might need one more. Oh yeah. I think it's hitting the. See how it's leaving?
Yeah.
Let me see, what can I do? Let's. Barely on. I'm gonna. Make it go far enough out. I'm almost debating on just taking these two off and then re-cut them a little bit shorter. Oh, there it goes. Boy, this stuff glues on there. There it goes. Alright, just trim it. I'm just gonna glue it onto this. What's up? On the top. That's there we go. Push that one out. Maybe we can go to two on right. Put your finger in. I'm doing it. These are hidden. Let me see. Quite tell. Might have to. I think I'm just gonna send it. Alright, you ready?
There you go.
Try this again. Okay. I think this fit. Oh, this one came off. That's what's still. Oh, it's on there. Alright, I think we made it. This thing is no bueno. So I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna redo this. Okay. Kinda need to go like a V. Alright, let me see. Okay, I just need to cut a little bit of the bottom off. And one more little trim. Hold on. I'll let you show them the piece. There we go. Yes, basically just keeps the two top from expanding out or separating out. And all I used was just excess stuff. Go ahead and put some glue inside there. Okay. So it's just going to keep this tip from, because I cut the ridges off, both of them. So without the ridge, it doesn't quite sit right, but it doesn't necessarily matter. Let me see the sniper knee, because once we put the sniper knee over it, you're not going to see any of the stuff we did anyways. So now, I just have to glue these two to the side, one here and one here. Hold that. Oops, sorry. Alright, so you ready? This is the hard part because, again, like I said, these things are a pain. We'll do this side first. Hold it a bit. Okay. Hold this out. I just gotta sit there and hope that these two, whoa, stay. Pour some more, put some more right here. Doesn't necessarily matter how ugly it's gonna be, because I can dirty it all up. Once I paint it tan, dirty it up, nobody's even gonna really notice. The hard part is gonna be to get this side on. I don't think this is gonna hold very well. This is nothing like the TK one, so we're gonna have to put a whole bunch of those shims right here. Start gluing the shims together. Oh! Glue them together here. Take that off. Glue them together. They're going to go in the center.
Just want 3 stacks of them?
No, I'm probably going to do like 4 or 5. We're going to need 3 points of contact on this thing.
Run all 5?
Yeah. Whoa. And then we'll glue those right here. Put it right here. Oh, I'm almost out of glue. Whoa. I glued my fingers. So basically it's gonna, see how it glued on? It's gonna glue on right there, and then we'll just do the edges.
I'll show the camera.
Yeah. Quick.
It's the shims we worked on. It's So that when it glues in, it's going to glue right here.
And then we'll just glue to the side.
Okay.
All right. So hold it level. Put some. I wonder if that store is still open that I got this stuff from.
This one?
Yeah. Who knows with all this?
I guess the best thing is just call them.
Probably end up having to order online after this. So that will work. Now I just need to just do the edge. Throw some glue. Put some on. You need more than that. Actually, not quite. You got it. You actually got it. But we're gonna need it for this side. Okay, hit it. Okay. So, there we go. Now, I have to heat these up still. Try to figure out how exactly I'm gonna mount it to keep it from falling off. I'm gonna put find little screws. Then I'm gonna scuff it all up and then paint them all tan, red, blue, all the different colors. And then put them together. But the problem is I don't have a belt right now to finish the belt buckle. I don't have a belt for that or for these boxes. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to call the guy I'm making it for and see if he wants to buy the belt for it. And then I can, which I might end up doing this, is putting these together. I still have to sand them down just a little bit to make them flush. Probably drill a hole or two, put some bolts through, some nuts, screws, and then that way whatever, actually I might just rivet it. It might be cheaper, because with the clone, I did all the screws, and it gets kind of expensive doing all kinds of screws. So the rivets are inexpensive. We get the belt, this piece, drill the 2 holes in it, make the 2 holes for the belt, put it on, rivet it on, boom, boom. This is stuck to the belt, get this piece, throw some glue in here, and then boom, it's on. But again, I can't do any of this. I can't do the thermal dent. None of these boxes, the buckle, none of that until I get the belt. And then he's missing the pieces. He's got this piece right here, what came with the kit, and this is what goes around your thigh. Way too small. These just, they won't work. So I might have to get foam. I've heard of people make the foam. So it looks almost like an L, I guess you'd call it. So I'm gonna make it out of foam and then attach it to the belt and then attach these. But again, I can't really do nothing until I get the belt. But I can finish putting this together, finish heating that up, putting that together, sand everything down and actually paint it and have it ready to go. So I still don't have the boots, still don't have the pants, still don't have a shirt. I have the helmet, don't have the gloves, don't have the, whatever that ammo thing that comes down.
Bandolier.
And well, I guess like a bandolier, but it's got the bag that comes down with kind of like not an MP40 one, like the Sand Trooper, but something similar to that.
Back pouch.
No, I think it's tan. I don't have that. So for now, just with this, I can sand it and paint it, and then we can figure it out from there exactly how everything else comes together. But just for now, We can at least do the hard stuff, other than these two. All right, TK 1636. Thank you.
TK 35953.